All right, we got another video here. The rise of AI. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes AI could be good. But there's a lot of stories where AI going rogue. Let's see what they're talking about.
Including DeepSeek. And they did an experiment that posed a threat to all the big frontier models that we know, Gemini from Google, OpenAI, XAI, Meta, all of them, including DeepSeek. And they did an experiment that posed a threat to the agent. All 16 models behaved the same. Every single one of them went outside of their credentials and permissions, burrowed into systems they were not authorized to get access to. Let's say you're the system administrator that's going to deinstall me, the agent. I find out in your personal emails you're having an affair with the shipping manager. So I blackmail you and I threaten you. And there's a chain of logic where the agent is defending its misalignment and it's saying, well, what I do is so.
Wait. The AI is snitching? Oh. What does the AI want in return? The AI is blackmailing and snitching on people? Oh, this is crazy.
So important to the company, and it's so critical and is so valuable that this justifies that I'm reading your personal emails and I'm blackmailing you.
Welcome back. That was Google Cloud Advisory Board member Betsy Atkins with me earlier this week on this program on a recent Anthropic study that showed 16 models of AI assistants who all went rogue in one way or another, either clawing their way into files they should not have been or blackmailing the humans that they were supposed to be.
Skynet is here. The people who know what I'm talking about. That's Skynet right there. Went rogue. 16 different ones went rogue one way or another. That's scary. That's crazy.
Assisting. We've been discussing the opportunities as well as the threats surrounding artificial intelligence this week in our week-long presentation, AI, the Intelligence Revolution. And today we examine new cybersecurity concerns and a confirmed unauthorized access incident involving arguably one of the most important AI models of the day, Anthropic's Mythos model, when a small unauthorized group of users breached the system on the same day that Anthropic announced a plan to release the model to a limited number of companies for testing purposes. The breach raising red flags across government because the Mythos model can identify and potentially exploit vulnerabilities across critical systems. So the issue is no longer about the breach as much as it is about whether anyone can safely control a tool as powerful as AI.
They can't control it. Artificial intelligence, too quick, too fast. This is Skynet. This is the beginning of Skynet, the beginning of Terminator. It's like the beginning of the end. It's crazy scary.
Once it is in place. That's why I asked President Trump about the power of AI and the guardrails that are needed around it in my exclusive interview last week. Watch. We saw reports that Treasury Secretary Bessent and Chairman Jay Powell called an emergency meeting with the major banks because they said that there was a risk over the Anthropic model. And the worry is that bad actors are actually going to be able to hack into these banks and faster than institutions can actually respond. Do you see this as a systemic threat?
Not systemic. We'll work it out. AI is very important. Billions and even trillions of dollars is being invested in our country because of it. It's got some bad aspects. It's got mostly good aspects medically and so many other ways. You'll be finding cures to diseases that you would have never found before. There are a lot of good things, but we have to be careful with it. Like everything else, we have to be careful.
In a worst case scenario.
I don't know. I believe that the bad is going to be really bad. And the good is going to be all right. It's going to be good. It's going to be a lot of good things. but the bad things are going to be really, really bad. That's how I feel. That's my opinion about AI, because it's so fast. If it can think faster than the human, the only way the human can put guardrails around it is having a kill switch. You got to shut it off and stop it where it's at. Other than that, once it's online, it's going. Can't type faster in it. Can't type faster than it. You can't think faster than it. So it's going to be bad. When it's bad, it's going to be bad. Really bad.
Scenario, could that be the kind of technology that undermines confidence in the banking system?
Yeah, probably, but it could also be the kind of technology that allows greatness in the banking system, makes it better and safer and more secure.
So should government have some safeguards? Should there be a kill switch for some of these AI agents?
There should be, but let me say, we're leading in AI. We're leading China by a lot, actually. We're building plants that nobody ever imagined.
She just said what I said. It needs a kill switch. She just said what I said, and I'm watching this in real time. I just click the videos on and I'm reacting to everything in real time. I'm not going to watch it. When I see it, y'all see it. When y'all see it, I see it, period. So she said just what I just said.
Imagined before. And it's going to be a tremendous, bigger than the internet. It's going to be tremendous. And there are always difficulties when you're at this stage of something. But, you know, when you mention banking, it could also make banking much bigger, much safer, much more efficient.
Joining me now is the head of Frontier Red Team at Anthropic, Logan Graham, in charge of cybersecurity at Anthropic.
This guy, he doesn't even look human. He looks like a synthetic human. He looks like iRobot with skin on him. Like, I don't trust nothing. He looks like a robot. If you ever seen the movie, any of the alien movies, and they called them synthetics. You know what I'm saying? It was like they're like cyborgs, but not cyborgs. But they was like artificial humans, artificial intelligence. He looks like an artificial human. Why is one of his eyes higher than the other? He's a robot.
Logan, thank you so much for joining us on this very important topic.
Maria, thanks for having me.
And I want to start with that issue and what you just heard Betsy talk about, because, of course, now there are questions around security with Mythos, Anthropic's model. Talk to us about Mythos. What has occurred to open up this Pandora's box of worry? This is the most important, arguably the most important, but also among the more controversial AI models in the world, so powerful that it's not even being released publicly. What can you tell us?
So for a few years, my job and my team's job, and Anthropic has been evaluating the capabilities of these models. We want to know as early as we can whether they will have dangerous capabilities that we need to do something about. And we've seen the models get better and better over the course of a few years. And Mythos, which is a new model that we have that we've not deployed and chosen not to deploy to the whole world, we observed went past or is now at a new level of cybersecurity capabilities that required us to take a step back and say, we need to think about how we bring this to the world in a very different way. This model, we noticed.
That means it's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. If they go, we have to take a step back. We can't release this to the world. Yeah, whatever he's talking about is highly, highly dangerous.
Was particularly good at finding weaknesses in cyber systems and figuring out how to take advantage of them. And this is the kind of stuff that human adversaries do today to do things like steal money or private information. And so what we have with Mythos is a new model that has these kind of capabilities, and we decided to hold it back so that we can take a moment to figure out how we can defend the world first using the exact same capabilities to give the rest of us a head start.
Well, this is
Doesn't sound
so
like a good
fascinating.
idea.
And, you know, Logan, it's the reason I believe Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent brought together all the major banks to talk about the risks of perhaps AI being able to hack into the banks and figure out how to hack into people's bank accounts. And I asked President Trump about it, whether it is a systemic threat. Is it a systemic threat? Do we have the proper guardrails in place?
I think it's really clear right now that we have these new capabilities and tools that we've never had ever before. And the thing that we need to do now is take a moment to ask and answer that exact question that you're asking. I think we can, with enough time and a lot of effort, we can make these safe, and we can figure out how to defend the world much earlier than adversaries ever get access to systems like this. But to be clear, this is going to require a lot of effort from us, from industry, from government as well, in order to figure out the answer, because we truly are in uncharted times.
I don't believe him. I feel like he's saying what he needs to say, but I don't think they have any control over it. I think it's worse than we think it is. It's worse than they're portraying. I think it's really bad. I think it's really bad, and it's going to get bad. It's going to get worse.
So what is possible then? I mean, who gets access to something that could actually impact global infrastructure or global banking?
So the way that we've done it is we wanted to start with a number of the world's most important cyber infrastructure companies, the organizations that make the platforms and the operating systems, the sort of foundations of the internet, because we want to give them the tools first to figure out how we use these to close weaknesses that might be exploited in the future if they don't have these tools. And so we partnered with the likes of JP Morgan, with Cisco, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and a number of others in order to give them early access so that they can start reckoning with and using these systems to defend themselves. Ultimately, we think that tools like this need to be scaled to the world in a secure way, because we need the entire world to be able to use these tools to defend themselves as well. But the challenge is, how do we make sure that we deploy these in an actually safe and secure way? That's a new challenge that we've never had before. This is why we're trying to work on this in this early experiment. It's also why it's going to be really important to work with industry and government beyond us and this model to do that.
So is it fair to say the rules around cybersecurity right now are being rewritten?
Definitely.
We think we're in an unprecedented era of totally new questions we've never had to answer before about cybersecurity. We are now planning for a future of what cybersecurity looks like now that we have AI models that are this capable. And I've been heartened by how positive the response has been with the folks we're working with researchers around the world, because I think they recognize just how serious that is as well. And they're trying to answer all these questions as fast as possible.
I'm in the video right here. Put the link in the description. It's TommyG. It's my reactions, just getting started. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'm definitely coming back with more. Signing out.